just threw the sticks down. I'm not even kidding.
There's a campfire, please.
Somebody's calling me.
Oh, what the? Oh, shit. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. Stay. Sit. Sit. Sit down.
I'm not sleeping here. I'm not sleeping here.
This footage is from Nikki TV, a US-based channel created by Nikki, who shares solo camping, car camping, and outdoor adventure experiences. Her videos often combine the practical side of setting up camp with the unpredictable challenges that come with being alone in nature. On January 19, 2025, Nikki embarked on her first solo camping trip of the year. But before the night was over, things would take an unsettling turn. As the sun set, Nikki had finished pitching her tent, organizing her gear, and preparing for what was supposed to be a calm and peaceful night. That peace quickly vanished when several vehicles pulled into the campground.
A group of people with a bunch of teenage boys just started setting up. I'll tell you what, people are just rude anymore. I had to take everything out of my tent and put it back into the 4Runner because these men showed up with 4 different vehicles. First, they told me that they had booked this site and the site beside of me, and that there must have been some misunderstanding, but the problem is that the office is now closed. So I looked at him and I was like, well, you know, I've already been here for a couple hours. My name's on the post. Cook, because they put little tags on the post at each campsite, and they put the dates that you're going to be arriving and the date that you're going to be leaving. So my name is on the tag that's on the campsite post, and it says that I'll be coming in today and leaving tomorrow. So, you know, I looked at him and said, well, I booked this site. It was available. The website allowed me to book the site. If the site was taken, it would have shown me that it was unavailable and it wouldn't allowed me to get the site. So, and I went down there and I got the green ticket off of the post and said my last name's on here, and it says I am to arrive today and depart tomorrow. I said, but if you need to contact the ranger to see, you know, what it is that we need to do, that they have accidentally double booked this site. I was like, you're more than welcome to. I said, but I'm not gonna take down my rain tarp. I'm not gonna take down my tent because I've already been here hours. They have literally just got here an hour ago. Not only that, there's like 4 cars, there's 3 men, and I guess they brought their sons and grandsons or whatever, but they are extremely loud. Not only that, they're taking their tents and they're putting them like 20 foot away from mine. I just decided to pack all my stuff up out of my tent. I left my tent outside and put everything back into the back of the 4Runner, and I'll just stay back here tonight, which is okay because
a group of men and teenage boys arrived loudly insisting that Nikki's campsite had been double booked, even though the reservation tag clearly listed her name and dates. They started unloading their gear and setting up multiple tents barely 20 feet from hers. The noise, the sudden crowd, and the unexpected intrusion left her outnumbered and uneasy. Rather than risk a confrontation, Nikki decided on a safer course of action. She packed up her belongings, stored them back in her vehicle, and chose to sleep in the back of her 4Runner instead. By morning, rain had begun to fall. Nikki packed up her gear, brewed some coffee, and went for a short hike before heading home. What was meant to be a relaxing solo trip had turned into a sobering reminder that not all threats in the wilderness come from nature itself. Sometimes they come from other people. Nikki's decision reflects a difficult truth about solo camping. Even with full preparation for the elements, encounters with people can present unexpected risks. In situations like this, removing yourself from potential conflict is often the safest decision. Have you ever had to change your outdoor plans because of other people, not wildlife or weather? And if you were in Nikki's position, would you have stayed and stood your ground or chosen to leave to avoid confrontation? This footage originates from Night Encounters, a US-based channel dedicated to documenting late-night supernatural phenomena and unexplained events. Their investigations center on capturing genuine reactions to strange noises, bizarre glitches, and unsettling environments. On July 27, 2023, the team ventured into a forest long rumored to be haunted.
Camping site is like somewhere there.
Yeah, as you can see, there's a big road going that way, and the road just ends over here.
Yeah, it's just like a forest area now.
Yeah.
Remember when we went there last time? What happened, bro?
Yeah, dude, I remember that.
Bro, there's a flashlight. Look. Where's that lamppost? Well.
Is that like... I don't know, is
But
that
it's
like
blurring.
a fence or something there?
Oh, wait. Oh, dude.
What?
There's somebody there.
Actually?
Bro. Oh, I'm getting somebody's walking.
Wait, give me the flashlight.
Somebody's walking there, bro. Oh, I swear. Oh, I swear I saw somebody. No, I swear I heard somebody.
Where?
Like right there. Like walking. Oh, no.
Dude, don't play.
Bro, no, I'm not playing, bro. I swear, every time something I say, it's like 100%
Okay.
real. But the camera, it's so blurry right now.
Gotta do this. Dude, I remember this place being like super creepy because there was a trash bag or something there.
Yeah, and then we heard like laughing.
Yeah, exactly.
Not again this year, bro.
Do you hear that?
Like,
Yeah,
oh, bro. What was that? No, what's that?
What?
Bro, like snake hissing or something. Oh no, like right there.
Can't tell if it's a bird or not, but it's like nighttime, so why would there be like birds or something?
Boy, I haven't heard a bird in like an hour. I swear. This place always creeps me out.
Let's try and keep going. I want to like something to happen for the video.
Yeah, but
again,
not something so crazy that we freaking, you know.
Yeah, but at the same time, we're actually out here.
Oh, bro.
Turn it off. Wait. The noise came from there.
It's bro.
It could be the water. We're like right near a lake. There's like 50 meters and there's a lake.
I don't wanna be here,
There's
bro.
a grill. Someone has been grilling here. Wait, show this place. And there's a campfire place.
Somebody's calling me.
Oh, what the? Oh, shit. Oh, dude. Oh, that was someone there. Dude, wait, there's a turn off the... Oh, crap. The hell out of here. Wait, stay here. Dude, there was a damn bike. Wait, give me it. Dude, the bike stopped.
What's the bike stop? Bro.
While walking along a rarely used path leading deep into the woods, the atmosphere shifted. The night became filled with disturbing sounds. Laughter, hissing, shuffling, and the faint hum of a bicycle approaching with no rider in sight. Cameras began to malfunction, and sudden waves of fog rolled in, intensifying the tension.
Let's just go from there. Let's just walk for a little bit, okay?
Alright. That's so creepy, bro.
You know what we'll do actually?
What?
Let's just, since it is already, it's 3:09, we'll just go, we'll do the dead and stag, or slash the devil's hide and seek. At 3 AM, pick up the camera. We'll pick up the camera when we find a spot we started at. So yeah, see you then. Is this recording?
Yep.
Okay. Pretty much we start the ritual now.
Found the place still.
Yeah, it's 3:19 actually. We were running around the area because we saw some weird guys near the water.
Bro.
So yeah, that like creeped us really out. But pretty much gonna do the ritual called Dead Man's
Tag, bro.
Dead Man's Tag, or the Devil's Hide and Seek. Pretty much it works like this. We have to find a home place somewhere that we could like return to in case anything goes like super bad. We're gonna choose this tree over here.
Yep.
See if
Looks like Devil's Tree, man. Like
yeah,
we only have
it's
it
really
near the
creepy.
house.
Yeah, exactly. So now pretty much gonna put our hands on the tree, say some words, and then we'll have a countdown of how much?
60.
Let's do 60 seconds. We have 1 minute to hide. I think we'll go somewhere into the woods.
Yeah, like there.
And then creepy stuff should basically happen. And to end this ritual, we have to come back here, put our hand on the tree and yell safe, then do another chant, okay? So yeah, let me pull out the chant in it real quick.
The group advanced cautiously, unsure whether to continue or retreat as their unease deepened. They soon came across a small abandoned campsite showing signs of recent use, a grill, a fire pit, and a bicycle that appeared to have stopped mysteriously. Strange lights flickered in the distance, and echoes reverberated from places where nothing should have been moving. At around 300 a.m., they attempted a ritual-like activity known as Devil's Hide and Seek, also referred to as Dead Man's Tag, using a marked tree as a designated safe zone. Each member picked a hiding place in the darkness, while the rest waited at the tree. The unsettling sounds persisted, and the cameras continued to glitch intermittently during the game. Although nothing clearly manifested the escalating fear, strange technical issues, and suddenly heavy atmosphere turned the experience into something genuinely unnerving. By dawn, the team departed shaken but unharmed. They reflected on the strange noises, the camera malfunctions, and the constant feeling of being watched. That night served as a reminder that fear often stems not from what you see, but from the weight of the unknown. Footsteps that shouldn't be there, static interference, and lights without a source can unnerve even seasoned investigators. The mix of environmental elements, fog, distant lights, traces of human presence, combined with equipment malfunctions can intensify fear. Group psychology plays a part as well. Once one person reports something unusual, others are more likely to interpret ambiguous sounds or images as proof of the supernatural. Whether the anomalies were natural, human-made, or something else entirely, the effect was the same heightened dread and uncertainty. If you were part of that team, and your cameras started malfunctioning as you heard footsteps with no clear source, would you venture deeper into the forest, or lead everyone back to the marked tree and abandon the site immediately? In October 2024, a YouTuber named Prasad, widely known for documenting chilling and suspenseful outdoor adventures, decided to push his limits once again. This time, his challenge was a solo overnight camping trip deep in the woods. From the moment he arrived, the atmosphere felt different. Shortly after being dropped off with his gear,
Alright guys, I just got dropped off with all my stuff, but I was walking just barely with my stuff and I heard a giant crash over there, over in that direction. It literally sounded like a tree falling over. I don't know what that was. I just really hope there's not people in this forest. I'm probably gonna inflate my air mattress and set up my bed. I just heard sticks now. I'm not even kidding. They came from like over that way. I'm hoping that's just the wind. Alright, now we got but once I lay down and my weight disperses, it's... Is that a gunshot? I literally think I just heard a gunshot. I don't know if that picked up on camera.
a loud crash echoed nearby. Something heavy had fallen, possibly a tree. The sound came from deeper in the forest, in an area with no visible trails. Although unsettled, he brushed it off as coincidence. But as he continued setting up camp, more strange noises followed, branches snapping, leaves rustling, and what he believed might have been a distant gunshot. Despite the growing tension, he continued with his plan.
Guys, I just woke up. It's like 2 a.m. and I just heard footsteps outside of the tent. Literally woke me up. It was so loud. They went away though. I don't know. I feel like I kind of want to go out and check, but I'm kind of scared too. I think we're gonna go out and check. I might just walk around and look at the area. There's my bike. The footsteps came from like over here. They sounded like it was right here. My tent is right there. Guys, look at this. There's something floating right here. Look at that. That's cool. Whoa. Whoa, there's a moth attacking me. It's attacking my light. Yeah, I really don't know. Wait, guys, what is this? Some sort of marking on the tree. It's kind of creepy. I wonder what that's for. It's so creepy over here, over this way. I'm gonna just walk around for a minute though, I guess.
When night fell, he retreated to his tent and tried to sleep. Around 2:00 a.m., something startled him awake. Heavy footsteps circled the tent loud enough to pull him from deep sleep. When they stopped, he debated whether to stay inside or investigate. Eventually, curiosity won. Armed with a flashlight, he stepped outside. The air was still. His bike stood undisturbed nearby. As he scanned the area, he traced where the noises had come from, and that's when he noticed something strange, a marking carved into a nearby tree. He couldn't decipher its meaning, but its presence only deepened his unease. Further searching revealed nothing. Apart from a few insects and shadows, the woods were eerily silent. Believing it was safe, or at least not immediately dangerous, he returned to the tent and tried to rest again. But the night was far from over. Later, a new noise shattered the silence, louder, closer, and far more threatening.
I'm not sleeping here. I am not sleeping here. I'm shaking so bad. I'm packing my stuff and I'm getting out of here. I legit forgot I was recording that. I'm shaking so bad. Look at my hand. Look at my hand.
This time, panic took over. He didn't wait to see what was out there. Trembling, he quickly packed his gear and fled the campsite under the cover of darkness. Was it just paranoia brought on by isolation? Or was someone or something truly watching him? The strange carving and the timing of the noises suggest this was not just coincidence. What if he had ignored the second sound and stayed, would morning have arrived? Or something far worse. Sometimes real danger doesn't knock. It waits, silently, just outside your tent. Let's begin with the terrifying ordeal of a solo camper whose peaceful adventure turned into a violent and unexpected nightmare. On February 27, 2024, Carol, the creator behind the YouTube channel Glorious Life on Wheels, shared the story of a female nomad whose calm trip spiraled into horror. The incident occurred during a solo camping excursion in Cortez, Arizona. It happened in the early hours of the morning between 1 and 2 a.m. while the woman was asleep in her car after a long day of traveling and exploring.
On the morning of Tuesday, February 20th, she was asleep in her car. And all of a sudden, her dog started just going wild, barking. And around the same time, she heard an OTV, like a ATV, like one of those dune buggy type of off-road vehicles, pulling up into her campground and up to alongside of her vehicle. Now, she wasn't sure exactly, because it happened so fast. She wasn't sure whether it was her dogs that woke her up, their barking, or whether it was her hearing the ATV driving up that woke her. But anyhow, she was in a deep sleep, so she was kind of groggy, and she's starting to wake up, and you know how when you're waking up, you're just kind of trying to get your bearings. And all of a sudden, now she's lying down, And it's just, kind of, I don't know if she was just raised up a little bit, trying to wake up to see what's going on.
According to Carol's report, she was abruptly awakened when her dog started barking frantically. Almost at the same moment, she heard the sound of an off-road vehicle, likely an ATV, pulling up near her campsite. Still groggy and disoriented, she tried to make sense of what was happening. Then, without warning, everything changed.
That she had her head on, because her head was apparently just below the window. So when it shattered, a lot of the glass came right down onto her face and the area right around her chest. You can get a better idea from these pictures how much glass was on her pillow and also on the side and throughout her car. If you look, you can see there's not that much glass at the top of the pillow. The reason for that is because most of the glass that came down that would have come onto the top of the pillow actually came down and shattered, falling onto her face and her shoulders. When I spoke with her, she was still very, very shaken up and very traumatized, and you could tell by her speech and the tenor of her voice. But the police were summoned, the courtside police were summoned, and they did come out. She shared with me, however, that she was so shaken up when the police came out that she didn't realize that she was bleeding all up and down either one or both of her legs. She had glass everywhere on at least one of her legs. And the person who contacted me to tell me about this episode said that she tried to help. I'm going to call the victim T. She tried to help T, and she administered alcohol and was actually pulling the glass out of her legs because she was bleeding so badly. But again, like I said, she was so traumatized, she didn't even realize how seriously she was injured and that she had cuts up and down her legs.
A loud crash pierced the silence as glass exploded around her. The windows of her vehicle had been smashed. Sharp fragments rained down on her and her hair, her mouth, even her eyes. Hours later, she was still removing shards from her ears. Tiny splinters covered her clothes and skin, making every movement painful and difficult. Photos taken afterward revealed glass scattered across her pillow and throughout the car's interior, concentrated mainly where her head and shoulders had been resting. In the chaos, she didn't even realize she was bleeding. Only when others arrived to help did it become obvious. Deep cuts ran up and down her legs. One bystander carefully removed the glass embedded in her skin and cleaned the wounds with alcohol. Traumatized, she struggled to comprehend the severity of her injuries. Police were called and launched an investigation, but no suspects were ever identified. She later received medical attention and fortunately made a full recovery. What makes this case even more disturbing is what happened before. Earlier that same evening, another solo female camper in the area had been approached by a suspicious group. Sensing danger, she quickly left before anything could escalate. Authorities believe that if she hadn't trusted her instincts, she might have faced a similar or even worse situation. Although this wasn't an encounter with wildlife or a supernatural event, it underscores a chilling truth. Human threats in isolated locations are often more dangerous than anything else. Evidence suggests the attack was premeditated, likely intended to intimidate or rob. If the camper had been awake, could she have escaped before the window shattered, or was the assault timed precisely because she was sleeping? It's a grim reminder that even in solitude, you're never truly alone, and sometimes the most terrifying threats in the wilderness don't crawl, fly, or stalk from the shadows. They walk on two legs. A YouTube channel known for venturing into the darker side of nature, often explores chilling stories and mysterious encounters unfolding far from the safety of civilization. On June 4th, 2024, the creator posted a video documenting what was intended to be an ordinary solo camping trip, but this time, he wasn't entirely alone. His loyal dog joined him, a companion he often trusted for safety in remote locations. The trip started peacefully. After setting up camp, he sat quietly absorbing the stillness of the wilderness. But as the evening progressed, that calm began to change.
and I'm a little shook up right now because I heard some strange sounds. Stay here, Mika. Stay here. It sounded like some sort of growling. I'm not sure. I wasn't recording. I was just enjoying my night. And hello? Shh. It's okay. I'm just talking to my dog right now. What the? Mika, stay here. Stay. Come. Stay. There, good boy. Good boy. Stay. Sit. Sit down. Hello? What the fuck?
Unfamiliar noises echoed from deep within the trees, low, guttural, and unsettling. At first, he assumed it was a bear or another wild animal moving through the brush. Yet the sounds continued, persistent and unnerving. His dog grew unusually tense, sticking close to him and staring intently in one direction. Its behavior was strange, as if it sensed something that wasn't visible to the human eye. Cautiously, the camper stepped away from his tent to investigate. With every step deeper into the dark, the noises intensified.
There's been a lot of dead trees around. Maybe it's Mika. Oh no. Come on. Mika. Oh no. Mika, come back. This dog is... Come here. What are you doing? Stay here. What's out there, boy? You all right? Stay. Sit.
He tried to reason with himself, but the atmosphere grew heavier, and so did his unease. Eventually, he called his dog back and returned to camp shaken and disoriented. Whatever was out there, if anything remained unseen, still, the feeling of being watched never faded. Later, when reviewing the footage, he realized how lucky he was not just to capture the moment, but to walk away unharmed. Could it have been a simple wildlife encounter? Possibly. But the dog's behavior, overly defensive and refusing to go forward, suggested it might have sensed something beyond normal wildlife. Some believe animals can detect presences that humans cannot. If he had ventured just a little farther into the woods, would he have returned? In the wilderness, danger doesn't always show itself. Sometimes it waits, silently, just beyond the edge of your flashlight. That's it for tonight. Which moment creeped you out the most? Drop it in the comments. Have your own story? Share it with us, and stay tuned. The next one is even darker.